What's going on, everyone? It's me, yeah man, Alex the Rambler, and today we're only back on Hearts of Iron 4, but the new expansion Götterdämmerung. So I'm very excited to be able to release some content for you, and this video is actually sponsored by Paradox Interactive. And if you want to get the new DLC or any Paradox title at all, click on my link in the description, and I'll also get 12% of the total sale. So if you want to help support the channel, go and grab the Götterdämmerung DLC using my link. Thank you very much. And thank you to Paradox once again for sponsoring. So a new DLC means a new background, and what is this expansion all about? Well, the big rework is for Germany, and there's also focus trees for Austria, a rework of Hungary, we've got Belgium, and then we've also got the Belgian Congo. But today, we're going to be focusing on Germany. A new Germany has risen. 3 years have passed since the Weimar Republic was dismantled and replaced by Hitler's Third Reich. Economic stability has returned after the trying years of the Great Depression, and mass unemployment has been dealt with. The military restrictions imposed on Germany by the Versailles Treaty are long forgotten, and the Wehrmacht grows stronger by the day. Another Weltkrieg is on the horizon. So we start with the Luftwaffe, the Duchess here, and MIFO bills. So this one has had a lot of changes, and as you can see, consumer goods factors will increase by 3% each month up until 100%. The monthly increase will be higher based on the amount of non-core states controlled by. If consumer goods factor reaches 100%, additional penalties will be applied, and those are the various bonuses and debuffs that you can get. So we'll have it on historical AI, and we're also going to go down the Iron Man route today, so if I make any mistakes, well, that's what we're just going to have to live with. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. So if you're hyped for more Hearts of Iron, please do comment, like, subscribe for more. And let's get straight into this. Right, so first things first, let's take a little look at Facility with Unassigned Scientist. Now, I'm probably going to go down the route of a fast learner and artillery specialist, but let's take a little look just before to see what available special projects we have here. I would love to get the LAT, but unfortunately we don't have a super heavy tank chassis researched. So I'll go ahead and for now work on the super heavy howitzer. No, I won't. I'll actually go for military engineering vehicles. There we go. And the subunits are an assault engineer companies, which might be quite useful, we never know. Next, we'll take a little look at the new focus tree. As you can see, it's very comprehensive and large and beefy. Now, while it might be fun to go down an alternate history route, today I think I'm going to see how I get on just doing the base historical route, which has had a heck of a lot of changes. So we'll go ahead and remilitarize the Rhineland. The Rhineland has been demilitarized since the end of the Great War, but this insult shall stand no longer. Germany is a sovereign nation and is free to move troops anywhere within her border. Okay, maybe France will oppose it, but I highly doubt it. And then we'll go ahead and start building some civilian factories. With research, I tend to go down the basic ones here, and it is tempting just to try and get the improved small aircraft. I know it's 4 years ahead of time and it's going to take a few years to build, so maybe I shouldn't get that just yet and instead focus on improving the kind of tanks that we're able to get. So we'll do basic armor protection to begin with, and we'll have that on medium tanks. Gonna need to pump out a load of troops to begin with, so I won't focus on the air just yet, but that will be important for us later down the line. And let's go ahead and do the 4-year plan. We need an ambitious plan to provide for the rearmament and ultimate self-sufficiency of the nation. This should be achieved within the next 4 years. Well, hopefully we'll get that. And now we can add a... Here we go. We'll add Schacht in as the MIFO Bills architect, which will help increase our consumer goods factor to begin with. Right, now we'll do autarky efforts, which, as you can see, it will lock free trade and export focus, but we gain autarky, which increases construction speed by 5%, which is, that'll do me, why not? For Germany to be truly great, it must be self-sufficient. We must make better use of our resources and become more efficient in our construction. Exactly. So here's another feature. We have the raids feature that I could attempt to do, but we can't do that one because we haven't researched bouncing bomb. Now I'm going to try and get the basic medium tank because we have a 20% bonus on it. The federal state of Austria bans the DNSAP. I don't think so. They will not lose us that easily. No. And I'll establish the Reichswerk. We must rid ourselves of these fickle influence of private capitalists. Therefore, we will form an industrial conglomerate under our control to oversee growth in the mining and steel sectors, as this will form the backbone of our military industry. Okay, we get 2 civilian factories and 6 steel, but that modifies consumer goods factories by plus 10%, which isn't the best, but hey-ho. But I think it's time to start pumping out some infantry so we can go ahead and start Anschlussing as quick as we like. Quick as we can. Growing expenses of rearmament will manage for now. Yep. I'll also institute price control measures, which will reduce the increase in consumer goods factories factor each month by 0.5%, which will help a little bit. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. I'm doing a lot of economy focuses early on, as I feel like that's what we should be doing. How's Becker doing? Still working on it. He's still working on it. Okay, we've instituted price controls. Very good. And I'll accelerate the rearmament program, I think. Or I think we'll reorganize the Wehrmacht next. For us to be able to follow through with the Führer's ambitious plans, an expansive reorganization must take place within the Wehrmacht. Too many of the current leaders spend their time voicing petty and baseless concerns instead of carrying out the Führer's orders. Only by removing these individuals can our goals be achieved. Okay. Ethiopia capitulated. They lasted just a few months. Okay. Oh, and then we have the Civil War, so I should probably get myself involved in that, shouldn't I? Right, so Nationalist Spain, I'll start by sending some volunteers. I'll send a couple of infantry divisions to get some XP, and we'll have them led by Gerd, and air volunteers too. But we have some spare PP to look at, so why don't we go ahead and get Heydrich in as the Reich Security Main Office Director, as I would like to start thinking about growing my intelligence agency. Führer Prinzip. The Führer expects full loyalty from those closest to him, yet those who are among his trusted few must remember that none of them count more than the stones that they are standing on. A single step out of line or failure to act in accordance with the Führer's wishes might have dire consequences. The Führer alone will set our course. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and send some fighters down to get some air XP. Looks like the Italians are going to be helping us too, but we'll just go ahead and capture that port right away. More civilian factories are necessary. We'll need them all. I am a greedy civ boy. I do love my civvies. Yeah, why don't we get Goering? Sure. Goering can be in the inner circle. Now we'll accelerate the rearmament program. And hopefully we've got some decisions to do price control measures here. So we'll launch the Guns Before Butter campaign, which will modify our MIFO bills a little bit. But I also feel like this would be a decent one. Launch the Arbret and Brot campaign. And why don't we collect scrap metal as well? We'll just do that for now. Let's go ahead and get localized training centers, as I'll need that to begin with. But that will affect my ability to construct things. It's going to be a fine balance here. I don't think Germany is going to be as easy as it used to be. So this could be a massive Rambler fail really early on. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? I've been playing the game since 2016 and I could lose straight away, but hey ho, before we can launch any military campaigns we must first modernise and equip our armed forces. Indeed we do. Next we'll do the concentrated armament program to get a couple more military factories. Alright, it's all go at the moment. I think that I want to do fortification engineering just in case things don't go too hot for me. Let's go ahead and get the MG08s, and we are researching the 1938 medium. I think I might go ahead and just start researching these now. I know it's going to take 820 days, but at least we'll be able to construct them pretty soon into the war. Right, let's go ahead and develop modern maneuver warfare. I like that a lot of the focuses are now 35 days. It requires a bit more micromanagement than the previous. And I'll adopt a new Panzer doctrine, so we're able to get Owen Rommel as a general, and Heinz Guderian. Very nice, very tasty. I think I'll go ahead and do import tariffs for now and implement rations. I think we need a couple of field marshals, don't we? So von Rundstedt and von Kluge. Goering just completed prioritise the 4-year plan. You're doing something, mate. You're doing something. Oh, wow. Thanks very much, mate. My economy is not looking too hot at all. Honestly tempted to cancel the MIFO bills and just deal with the results. Denmark offers a trade proposal. I have no need for Danish produce. Thank you very much. There we go. We're breaking through to Madrid, whether they like it or not. There we go. They'll help out our allies here in Spain. I've got an available raid. Not that I can do it because we are not at war. Okay, concentrated industry. Then improved machine tools for extra production efficiency. I would like to recruit spies in the Soviet Union. Thank you very much. Why don't we appoint Gobbles next? Alright, Gobbles. Going to go to war economy, reduce our consumer goods a little bit. We're in June 37, so I think I'm still okay to just keep getting civilian factories for now. But I think they are working hard at making Germany a little bit tougher than it used to be. Why don't we go for a Reichsminister of Labour? Or... no, I want Wilhelm Canaris. Wilhelm, sorry, not William. Wilhelm Canaris, Chief of the Abwehr. I'm going heavy down the spies. We'll do the advanced panzer research. There we go. Yeah. Could I actually start producing a... Oh, whoa, what the... Hermann Goering's industrial plan has been questioned. A bitter power struggle has broken out between rivals within Adolf Hitler's inner circle. Tensions have risen as Hermann Goering has gained influence and increased authority. Todt, Speer and Goering have been vocal about each other's methods about how best to manage German industries and arms productions. I have faith in Goering. In the game. Dive bombers. Cass is king, everyone. You know it. We all know it. Cass is blimmin' well king. Ooh. So we've already got certain tanks unlocked. Does that use a basic high velocity cannon? I think I'd rather design my own one. Or let's actually go down the medium tank. Let's go down the extra soft attack and hard attack. There we go. Yeah, we'll go down and get the Panzer IV. Right. So we have almost 750,000 troops in the field, but that isn't enough to do the Anschluss, which is a little irritating. I would like to be able to do that, but for the Anschluss we need to have... Oh, I can do it now. I can do it. So I'm probably going to do that pretty soon. I feel like an early war may be the best bet we have of defeating the Allies. Okay, we're Anschlussing. Despite the words of Austrian politicians, it is clear that the largely German-speaking population of the federal state of Austria longs to reunite with the fatherland. We should pressure the corrupt leader, Kurt, to resign and let the will of the people be carried out. Yes, it's almost 1938, so I need to switch over to building military factories, for sure. Führer plans for expansion. The Führer shared some ambitions for the future expansion of the German Reich. The first such expansion is that he perceives one to be of little risk. The Austrian people is no different to ours, and they mostly hold similar views, as proven by the political climate in the country. The Führer believes such an expansion will be possible to achieve diplomatically given sufficient time for German-friendly sentiments to grow within the federal state of Austria. Okay, well, a wonderful idea, but I'm already ahead of you, mate. Soviets appear to be encircled down here, so we'll just crush them. Glorious. Glorious. Looks like they kind of have it sorted. I don't really need to do a whole lot, I don't believe, to win the Spanish Civil War anymore. Nationalists have got it going on. Okay, Anschluss has been completed. Now we'll go down and demand the Sudetenland. The fate of the Sudet Germans was one of the worst injustices inflicted by the Treaty of Versailles. They must be brought under our protection regardless of Czech objections. I am just beelining the conquest focuses now. Aha! How can anyone say that Austria is not German? Kablamo. Use Austrian gold to reduce the cost of MIFO bills. Yeah. Okay, this is a historic day for Germany, the Munich conference. Gobble, gobble, gobble. What else can I gobble next? The first Vienna Award? Yes. The Hungarians were one of the people that suffered worst after the Great War. The slaughter of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, many Hungarians were stranded on foreign soil, though their ancestors had lived there for ages. We could greatly improve our relationship with Hungary by awarding them some territories from Czechoslovakia. Go on then. I'm a little nervous that I haven't prioritized my equipment as best as I could, so this could be a complete Rambler fail, but we are going to do the fate of Czechoslovakia. Bam. This might be a very early war. But I am ready for it. And I don't think France and co would be. They've got 9 on planes. France has 4, and I've got 22. I've also got 7 on tanks, which is more than what they have. Feeling like I'm lacking something, and that will probably be trains? I've got 15 spare at the moment, but that's not really a lot. And in our Panzer divisions, I'm going to start slowly swapping out the light tanks for medium tanks. I will partition Czechoslovakia with Hungary, and then they'll like me so much that they'll join my faction. Lovely stuff. Now I'll reassert my eastern claims, and then Danzig or war. I'm doing this very early. Too early, some may say, but they do not know the power of Germany. Now we'll do Danzig or war, which I'm doing in the 1st of August 1938. Oh boy, so Danzig was German, Danzig has remained German, and Danzig shall be German from now on. If Poland does not see the territory, must prepare the German people for the inevitable war. Danzig and the surrounding lands will return to Germany. Not even bothering about what kind of disaster the MIFO bills is going to get me into now. We're just going to go ahead and do Ferdinand Schorner. I'll get Army Maneuver, thank you. Add a Chief of Navy as well. I have to get Raider because I haven't... Oh, Chief of Air Force. Reichsmarshal Goering. I'm going to keep my bombers in reserve for now, but that should be enough to take on Poland. I'm really quite nervous that I'm making a massive mistake here. Plus I only have 150 factories. That's... I'm so weak. I'm too weak. Oh, Fund the Film Department has been completed by Gobbles. Very nice, very nice. 100 stability, 100 war support. That's what you like to see. It's all going fine. It's all going absolutely fine. He says through bated breath. My infantry is very weak, so I am going to be relying on air and tanks for this. In fact, let's just switch over another one to our mediums. And let's start getting synthetic refineries. The rest of my military factories will come from Conquest. Poland refuses. They know very well what the alternative is. France... Oh, United Kingdom and France both gain 10% war support. Then it is war. I'll form the Rome-Berlin axis. Yeah, I'll invite Italy. They'll provide a decent distraction, at least. Okay, everyone can go. Oh, I didn't do the Molotov. Yeah, I'll do the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact first. The future of the German rearmament program. The financial tolls of the rearmament program is collapsing our economy. Okay, I am going to... Rearmament has always been our goal with economy of conquest, or I do recovering production. I'll do the program is too expensive. We'll forget about it. Oh, I can just invite Italy to the faction. There we go. I'll invite them, but I won't call them into the war. I will just kind of get the allies paranoid. Tempting to bring them in, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let them prepare. Let's just blitz to Moscow. Warsaw even. Warsaw. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. In fact, we might be in a position just to encircle Warsaw. I am doing this a year ahead of time, so if things go badly, I've only got myself to blame. We're lacking a lot of rubber, and I'm unable to really trade for it. So we'll be on our own until I can construct rubber plantation, synthetic rubber factories, refineries. Oh my goodness. You can tell I'm getting a little nervous now, can't you? Warsaw has fallen. Let's just start taking all the VPs that we can. Most of the Polish army has been encircled. We've taken 23,000 casualties against their 136. I'm kind of okay with that. And Moscow signs the pact. Lovely jubbly. But then I'll next do the anti-Comintern pact. Or, actually no, I want to get this war. I could influence them. But I will just do around Maginot and conquer them. Lovely. And the treaty stipulations must be obeyed. Right, now we'll prepare for our conquest of Western Europe. Going absolutely ham on the synthetic refineries now, as we need to. So far, the conquest of Poland went alright. Hungary could get... You're not looking that strong, mate, so I won't call you in. Italy wants to be called in, but I'm still... not gonna let them. Right, let's start exchanging blows with the RAF, and currently it's not looking great. How long do we have until my fighter 2s come online? Still 118 days. Whee. Why don't we go ahead and get Party Chancellor Bormann in? Or, you know what? Let's have Himmler. And I'm going to try and do this without air. The quicker we can knock these out, the better. Well, the Netherlands are holding for longer than I thought they would. But I guess I am doing this under red air. There we go. A little bit of CAS, and that's all we need. Declare war on Luxembourg. That should be an easy one. Now I'll declare war. There we go. Doing all of this, and it's only just hitting 1939. I am an absolute mad lad. I think my tanks are going to be the key for victory here. Oh good, Luxembourg's capitulated. We're contesting air. I'm going to allow them to bomb my cities for a while. That's fine. I'd rather have green air over the Benelux. I'll give it to the Belgians. They're holding pretty solidly. Good job, Bittersteel. Nat. Belgium has capitulated. Lovely. I've been embargoed by the US. Oh no, I'm devastated. Right, let's start going around and encircling some Frenchies. Paris is relatively open now, so I'll just keep them pinned. We'll just beeline for Paris, because I think that will all be all we need to take. Well, the fall of France is going more smoothly than the fall of the Netherlands, I'll tell you that. The Benelux, I should say, the Benelux. There we go, Paris has fallen. We'll establish Vichy France, of course, and France is now capitulated. So all of that by February 39, not too shabby, but the real test is going to come if I can take out the UK. I haven't really focused at all on the experimental facilities. I just haven't really had the time. I think now might be I still don't think I'm going to call in Italy just yet. The Battle of Britain, here we go. Hermann Goering is eager to showcase the superiority of the Luftwaffe and to break the spirit of the British people. He aims to do that by bombing London's iconic landmark Big Ben. He also argues that this will bring the United Kingdom to heel and shorten the war. He also personally guarantees that not a single bomb will hit Berlin during this campaign, or you can call him Hermann Mir. Okay, I don't have enough strategic bombers for that. Oh well. Okay, I think I want to stretch the UK more than they currently are, so I'll call in Hungary and Italy now. Be hilarious if they actually took Africa. I'm kind of thinking that they're not going to be able to, seeing as you're already lacking supply. Do you want to take Sid Birani? Would that help? Oh, and I believe in the camels, though. I believe in the camels. Oh my god, I actually had enough to launch. We are going. We are going. I can't believe I had enough supremacy there. Everything we have goes over there. But they were right. The AI has certainly got a lot more troops based in the British Isles than they previously had. That's not good for me. Not good for me at all. Start building up an intel network to give us a bit of an advantage here. What's the supply situation looking like? 9 out of 20 and 9 out of 20. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm sending in Rommel with the tanks. Might actually take London soon. That'll be a big boon for the conquest here. We don't need to bomb Big Ben. I just need to take it. It's yours. How's Italy doing? Oh my gosh, they're actually close to taking the Suez. Is that an 11 division encirclement that I've just pulled off down here? It blimmin' well is. Oh my goodness gracious me. Helmets be popping. I'm feeling confident enough to send my whole army. I think that'll be enough to finish them off. They have sent quite a number of troops back though to help, but I don't know if it... Oh, well, they have a lot of divisions. They almost outnumber me. Wow. Werner von Braun can start developing the helicopters. Naval engineering expert. Let's see if we can get here. Midget submarine. No, I'm okay. Oh, campaign instructions against the United Kingdom. Extra armor, speed, break, division attack, and extra breakthrough. Yes, please. Every little helps. Yeah, they have a heck of a lot of divisions in the base in the UK. They've reworked the AI nicely here. I think we'll eventually win this because they don't have enough equipment for their divisions. I would love to trap them all up here. That'd be great if we could just encircle all of this army in Wales. If they force me back a little bit, that's okay. I am going to be securing my flanks down in England though. I really do need to change my manpower law. I recklessly spent all my PP not really worrying about it. Soviet Union has cancelled the non-aggression pact. Excuse you? Eventually they'll run out of equipment, right? At least you think they would. Nearly got enough to change the manpower law. Oh my goodness gracious me. Thank Giddly Goo for that. Now you will see the full power of the German Wehrmacht in a little bit. Once my casualties get replenished. This is probably the hardest sea line I've ever had to do. What's Italy up to? Oh my god, how many bloody divisions does the UK have? They're OP. I also like that they could just keep naval invading. Like they would have taken back their country by now if it wasn't for garrisoning this. I may have to pull out of the UK, which is going to suck. I can't get enough supply to supply my troops anymore because they've got their whole battle group back. It's not looking too good for me here. I should have prepared collaborations against the British had I known this was going to happen. Let's try and move my tanks down for a bit of an attack. But I also have air supremacy now. I can't counter them in the air, which sucks. Oh my god. Just when they're completely cycle attacking, there's nothing I'm able to do. But my panzers are more than enough to try and advance and try and get a few encirclements. If I can do that, just focus with the panzer attacks, we may have a shot. I may delay Barbarossa. We may be doing a late Barbarossa. There we go, that's 8 divisions encircled. But I kill 8 and another 8 appear. Send in more CAS, see if that makes a difference. Just wish I could get aerial superiority. Keep them all pinned down. We can just keep... There we go. If I can take Newcastle, then we should be able to encircle their whole army. Oh! It's happening! They have local supply for now, but we've actually broke through. Members of the Finland's ruling circle have reached out to us regarding prospect of military cooperation against the Soviet menace in the east. Their proposal would allow the stationing of military assets within Finland on the condition that we protect one another's borders. Sure, let's just make there's no record of the agreement. Yeah, but the UK may be about to collapse. Fall of London, lovely, and we encircled some troops here as well. Even better. I've got their whole army pretty much encircled. Glasgow's been taken. If I can take Edinburgh. Uh-oh. How do they suddenly have a load of bloody troops? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We... Oh, I did it. Woo! I'll puppet the UK. I'm taking that Italy. I'm taking that Italy. I'm taking that Italy. I'm taking that Italy. You know what? I'll forfeit that one. Why not? I think that Italy has taken everything else. Oh my god, I actually defeated the Allies first time. Woo! Okay, that's a big boon. And now I'll send everything over. Every division I have to try and tackle the Soviet Union. Anti-Comintern Pact. There we go. Let's get everyone to join. And then war with the USSR. Yeah, I think it's time. I have enough infantry equipment. I should probably actually train a few more infantry divisions just so... Well, maybe that's a bit ambitious. I probably don't need that many. Just another 24. But the Axis is looking pretty strong right now. Pretty strong indeed. We'll make our tanks 30 combat width. And maybe train a few more of them as well, just so we have more opportunities for conquest. An offer from disgruntled Cossacks. With it becoming ever more clear of our intention to kick in the rotten door of the Soviet Union, many of those who'd lost in the Russian Civil War have approached us wishing for a chance to bring an end to the current government. I could use... why we need the aid of some Cossacks? Yeah, I don't need 2 cavalry divisions. Let's call our allies. And we've got the Finnish Continuation War. So they're going to join us. Hans Krebs is recalled from the Soviet Union. Okay. They're attacking me to begin with, which, I mean, I'll let them for a little bit. Hungary and Romania, they seem to be okay on their flanks. Green Air across, oh, well, maybe not quite Green Air, but we are exchanging well in the air against them, which is perfecto. Lots of green blobs, which is even better. Soviet Union has decrypted our ciphers. Well, that's not very sporting, is it? Our navies are engaging the Soviets, which is going well for me. Wonder how many divisions the Soviets have. It's got to be a couple of hundred, right? Oh yeah, they outnumber me in terms of divisions. But we do have 100% collaboration in the Soviet Union, which reduces their surrender limit by 30%. Tasty! I think I'll try an alliance with Spain. Got a small encirclement there, which is great. But already, my line is stretched a bit too far. But let's see how my tanks do against the Soviets. I think mine should outperform theirs. Yes. Now we've got another encirclement up here, which will slowly crush. Nationalist Spain has joined the Axis. Fantastico. And they've joined the war too. Lovely. I doubt they'll contribute too much. Is that just 50 divisions just hanging out against Switzerland? Oh, Italy. You needed, like, down here, bro? Come on, incompetent, bro. Yeah, we need to push across the river. And we'll do so at Riga. They're moving division off their border. That's when I advance. So Finland joining the war hasn't worked out very well for them. Can we get a rip in the comments for Finland? Second time humbled. We are gunning it to Leningrad. Oh, the Spanish have actually sent a division to try and take Leningrad with me. Cool. Let's see if I can take it before winter cometh. Yes, we can. Lovely stuff. Moscow armistice signed. The armistice comes at a heavy price, however, for Finland, and Finland's allies can feel sure... Yeah, I feel nothing but betrayal from you, Finland. How dare you? Oh well. We'll have to just keep on keeping on. I'm going to assemble my panzers for an attack to spearhead to Moscow. This may overload my supply, but we're going for it. You serious? Why aren't you going? Is there like no hope of victory or something? Oh, well, one of them's just gunning it the whole bloody way. And they've got 7 units in Moscow. Oof. Well, let's encircle that battle group. A bit behind on my research now. I've been focusing a bit too much on fighting than I have on research, but I guess that makes... Oh, I haven't even done any artillery upgrade at all. That's a silly sausage thing to do. Guess we'll do the fate of Yugoslavia next. Right, I'm going to refocus my tanks to try and get a massive encirclement down in the south. Hopefully they'll actually listen to the orders this time. There we go. It's not a fart, it's a panzer. There we go. Encirclement complete all around Kiev. That's going to be a tasty number of casualties once it's fully crushed. I will make puppets of both Croatia and Yugoslavia. There we go. The German army invincible will get there. Make them even stronger. Even stronger than I currently am. All of Kiev. Lovely. So they were on about 300 divisions. They're now going to be on 250. Let's see what happens after we... We always welcome the enemy of our enemy. Go. It's a good number of divisions crushed. Come on, finish them off. Finish off this little pocket. Okay, they're now on about 200 divisions. They've lost 100 divisions since the start of the war. And they are over halfway towards capitulation because I have a full... Ooh, another encirclement. I have a full collaboration government on them. So that's going to be quite handy, especially when I can try and take Moscow once the winter ends. I'll try and do an alliance with Portugal as well. We'll invite them to the Axis too. Oh, Portugal's joined the Axis as well. Lovely stuff, lovely. See if we can take Moscow with the might of our armed forces now. We have so many other divisions assisting us. It's not a matter of if we win. I think it's just a matter of when, especially because we're taking Moscow. We only need to take 50% of their points. Oh, Stalin, I'm coming to get you. There we go. Moscow is taken. And they just need to take a few more points, and then we've got this in the bag. Run down to Stalingrad. Go on, I believe in you. Finish the war. Infantry Division 126. And you did. Right. Well, that's the Soviets crushed. Country's so large. Italy, you're not having Rostov. Thank you very much. I'm taking it all. I'll take Tanatuva and Mongolia as well. Does this mean I could form... I can proclaim the new order. The Greater Germanic Reich of the German nation. Our enemies have been brought low before us, and our goals of expansion to the east have been accomplished. Now is the time to make the world understand the greatness of our nation and begin the transformation of our capital into something all can look on with pride. The German Reich will be known as the Greater German Reich, and Berlin is renamed to Germania. And with that, that's where I am going to say good day. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. It certainly was a lot of fun to experience the new German tree. If you did enjoy this, please do comment, like and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see from the new DLC next, because there'll be plenty of videos that I'll be covering as the weeks go on. But take care for now, everyone. Thank you, Paradox, for sponsoring this video. Click on the link in the description to help support the channel, and ta-da for now. Toodles! Many thanks to Duff Bowl, Jack Troku, Abominable Seti, Dylan, Eric, Jack, Logan Whaley, Salty Badger, Tall Dwarf, Used Beef and Wyatt Green for being cult leaders and champions of the Patreon, and many thanks to all of the channel members, Twitch subscribers and all of you at home too. Thank you very much. And all the other patrons, of course.